Hello my dear students, welcome back to SST class. In previous class we studied about parallels. Do you remember what we learned about parallels? Parallels are imaginary line drawn on the surface of the globe. We already studied that Earth rotates on its axis. Earth rotates on its axis. These are imaginary lines. The end point of the axis are called poles. The top of the point is north pole and bottom of the point is south pole. So, next one, important features of parallels. All parallels are complete circles. All parallels are complete circles. And the length of the parallels decrease as we move away from the equator and towards the poles. The length of the parallels decreases as we move towards the poles. And next one is, all parallels are located at an equal distance from each other. The distance is equal distance. And next one, parallels neither touch nor cross one another. It's neither touch or nor cross one another. Equator is the longest parallel. Equator is the longest parallel, and that place that lies on the north of the equator is called the northern hemisphere, and south part of the equator is called the southern hemisphere. And therefore other important parallels, they are Tropic of Cancer 23.5 degree north, Tropic of Cancer 23.5 degree north, and Tropic of Capricorn 23.5 degree south. 23.5 degree south is known as Tropic of Capricorn. Then Arctic Circle 66.5 degree north, Arctic Circle 66.5 degree north, and Antarctic Circle 66.5 degree south. And the Arctic and the Antarctic circles are also called polar circle. These are also called polar circles. Then next one is meridian. The imaginary lines running from north to south are called meridians or lines of longitude. The imaginary lines that running from north to south are called meridians of lines of longitude. Then next is features of meridians. All meridians are of the same length. All meridians are of the same length. The maximum distance between any two meridians is at the equator. The maximum distance between any two meridians is at the equator. And third one is, the distance between any two meridians decreases as we move away from equator towards the poles. The distance between any two meridians, decreases as we move away from the equator towards the poles. And fourth point is, meridians cut the parallels at right angles of 90 degree. Meridians cut the parallels at right angle of, that is 90 degree. And next one is, meridians are used to measure distance in the east to west directions. Meridians are used to measure distance in the east west direction. Meridians are used to measure distance in the east to west direction. Then next, how are meridians numbered? Then you have studied that to number the parallels we start from the equator. The parallels are numbered by the equator, start from the equator. Similarly, we need a starting point to number the meridians. So in 1884, it was decided to fix the Greenwich, a place near the London, as the starting point of numbering the meridians. The meridian that passes through Greenwich was marked 0 degree and named prime meridian. Prime meridian. Then we already studied that equator divides the earth into two equal parts. That's like prime meridian divides the earth into two equal halves. Then what is the difference between both of them? Then the equator divides the earth into horizontally and prime meridian divides the earth into vertically. These are the difference. Then like parallels, meridians are also drawn at the interval of 1 degree. Then if we move away from the prime meridian, to the east or the west, we reach halfway around the earth. That is 180 degree. Thus, there are 180 meridians in the west of the prime meridian and 180 meridians in the east of the prime meridian. So, total 360 meridians is there. Then, next one is locating places on the globe. The parallels and meridians form network of lines on the globe. This is called grid. The parallels and meridians form a network of lines that is called grid. Then we use it to locate places on the globe. Then to locate a place, we must know the value of the parallel or meridian. If you know the value of the parallel meridians, you can only locate the place. The point at which the parallels and the meridians cross, each other, this is the location of that place. The point at which the parallels and the meridians cross each other, that is the location of that place. Okay, now we completed the second chapter. Okay, thank you.